Hola. Buenos dias. This is Pacho with the weekly Pele report for December 10th of 2014. And wow, the coffee beans are getting bigger. It's just about harvest time here. Look at these guys. I'm going to slow down, chill out, take it easy, give you a good shot of these babies. There's our Costa Rica coffee. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in this field or not. I don't know if I'm going to meet anybody, but let's go for it. It's a beautiful day for a walk in the coffee. Because the moon is in Leo, it's time to get out and play a little bit. Recreation, gamble, take a little chance, take a little risk. That moon stays in Leo until Friday. She goes into Virgo. And then, you know, right on through Virgo, we've got the third quarter moon. We got that sun up in Sag. Third quarter moon is going to be at 22 degrees of Virgo on Sunday before she goes into Libra. And then on Wednesday, she moves into Scorpio. So that's the motions of the moon. You know, we talked about now last week. I didn't get to everything last week, you know. I mean, Mars was going into Aquarius. Mars went into Aquarius. And Jupiter stationed and went retrograde. Now, this week, Venus is moving into Capricorn. Today, yeah? She has risen from the underworld. She rose from the underworld on December 5th. You could see her in the night sky in Sagittarius, setting the tone for the next synodic cycle of Venus that's going to last 584 days. There's an overtone of Sagittarius to that Venus cycle that's going on for almost a couple years, yeah? Very powerful. Could talk more about that. But she's now moving into Capricorn, and next Tuesday, Mercury is going to join her and move into Capricorn. So the party's kind of moving out of Sagittarius, moving into Capricorn. Finally, you know, on the winter solstice, the sun is going to be there in Capricorn also. But these are the motions that are happening in the meantime. The biggie that I want to talk about today, of course, you know, it's hitting the headlines, it's all about the news, is Uranus is exactly square to Pluto. Yes, on Sunday, same day as that third quarter moon, and Venus is sextile Neptune, and the sun is trine Jupiter, all on that same day. So that's the astrological aspects. I'm going to find a little spot down here. There's a beautiful background. Jeez, I'd like to find a spot right here. It's a beautiful day. Talk more at ya. Hola. The picture could wobble a little bit. I mean, I had to stick my camera on a coffee tree. So if the wind blows, we may see the thing going around like this. Such is life, c'est la vie. Anyway, what's going on now? Well, the main thing, the underlying thing is tension, stress. Uranus and Pluto. Pluto's the Kundalini death force coming into this square with the moon's nodes. Uranus is trauma, shocking, unpredictable events. I mean, if anything, now is a time to expect the unexpected. And this can be both in the positive and the negative, according to your ego mind. Yeah? You know, when our plans go the way we want, it's positive. When things don't go the way we want, it's negative. However, there can be a bigger divine intelligence happening that's bigger than what we know or what we want. So it is happening. The thing is that the main thing that's happening is change. And just like when you walk, you've got to pick up that back foot to put it in front of you. This is a time of letting go in order to move forward. We can't take it with us. This is a time where Santa Claus with all the presents has to just drop the bag and run. That's what this Christmas is going to be like, man. It's just like zzz. Uranus is lightning, it's electricity. It's just like, yeah, and it comes into this square with Pluto, and we all are, you know, this can be like very difficult times to sleep. It can be difficult to calm down, to relax, to go slow, to go to sleep, to chill out, to accept what comes. There can be this fight or flight, this like freaking out, this tension that happens with the extremes that are going on right now. So it's just a time of really needing to breathe. And at the same time, it's interesting. What I find most interesting is whenever the moon's nodes, now the moon's nodes are in the middle right now of Aries, Libra, the middle of a year and a half, 9 months. They've been there for 9 months. They're going to stay there for another 9 months. Libra is ruled by Venus. Aries is ruled by Mars. So when the nodes are in Aries, Libra, you want to look at your natal birth chart and get a sense of the past for you at this time and for the next 9 months is where you have Mars. That is the known, familiar rut where you could get stuck. Look where your Mars is. And now the North Node in Libra says that in your natal chart, wherever you have Venus, by house and sign and aspect, this is the path of evolution for you for the next 9 months. So that is it personally. We can also look at the collective picture, and that's what the Pele report is about. Right now, Mars is in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, which is on the South Node. This has to do with rebellion, revolution, impatience, jumping into the future, detaching. You know, it's just like, forget you, screw off, I've had it, you know, with the banks and the government, and I'm out of here, and this relationship, and it's out of this like, you know, this stressful, anxious, nervous time that we're in. We can make some rash decisions and some rash choices that actually create more chaos than is even present now and make things get even worse. So this is not a time to be making like quick, swift, you know, what do they call them? Impulsive, spontaneous. This is a time of what? Venus, the ruler of the North Node, has just gone into Capricorn as of today. And what is Capricorn? Patience, perseverance, endurance, maturity, integrity, character, being the good queen, the good king, looking after the children and their children and their children and their children. So what I'm seeing here is it's a kind of a strange time where things are very unpredictable, things are in a lot of chaos. We're going to get a lot of surprises, okay, from governments and militaries and banks and economies and religious figures, and the newspaper is going to be full of shocking events and, you know, crashes and earth stuff. And I mean, these next few weeks are going to be filled with all kinds of surprises. And the main thing now is to hold on to our hats and to make the change. Here's the thing I was thinking, the image that came to me with this Jupiter stationing last week. It's like, you know what? You got an elevator full of people and it goes up because there's a movie, you know, a movie shoot happening on the 10th floor, you know? And so like everybody, you know, gets on the elevator, we get a full elevator, and Jupiter is, you know, full, goes up to the 10th floor, lets everybody out, and everybody that's up there, you know, so you have this big exchange happening on the elevator, you know, as Jupiter stations. And then it goes down and says, oops, got to bring up some more people. So it's going back. It went up to 22 degrees, goes retrograde back to 12 by April, and then goes direct and comes back up in June to 22 degrees of Leo. So we got this time period. It's a 6-month period of time now. But like right now is this big flux, okay? This big transition, you know? Things coming into our lives, things going out of our lives. Relationships coming in, money coming in, projects coming in, things wanting to happen and wanting to go out. But it's just like, it's all like we can just get so excited. The challenge and the thing with that is what? This Jupiter in Leo, pretty soon Mars is going to come up to oppose it in Aquarius. And this polarity, Aquarius has to do with non-attachment. The Mars is now in a place of you can have goals, have agendas, have creative projects. You know, do your self-expression in your dance and your song and your, you know, website videos, whatever. Just don't get too attached to the outcome or the future or where you think it's going or why you think you're doing it or what it's all about, or the end is often different than what we picture. And Spirit just gives us a little glimpse at a time to get us, you know, into the next square on the chessboard. So, you know, we have these great ideas and we go, oh yeah, it's supposed to be this and I'm doing this, you know, in order to achieve that. And Spirit's just like, it's the carrot dangling in front of us. It's just like, Spirit just wanted us to do this much. And then somebody else is going to come in, or some other change, or some other, you know, it's like, just take it slow, one step at a time, and don't forget to take that step. Don't get overly paranoid or overly cautious. That's the downside of Venus in Capricorn. Can be like wanting to be too careful or too cautious, you know, or too fearful or insecure to really make that step. So this is the, you know, this is the energy that's going on right now. And we can look at it just in terms of this third quarter moon, yeah, which is going to be very close. Well, the moon actually goes over Lilith, you know, on Saturday before it hits that third quarter moon at 22 degrees Virgo on Sunday, yeah. But this third quarter moon, you know, is this time of it's waning. The moon is getting smaller. You know, we're kind of, you know, closing out the old and preparing for that new moon that's at 0 Capricorn on the solstice. So this week, you know, of this third quarter moon and this moving into the balsamic, it's going to be a time of lessening, clearing off the plate, picking up that back foot, letting go of the past, letting go of the attachments, and kind of gliding, flow, accept, breathe, stay calm, and know that, you know, there's going to be more surprises. And there's more new stuff coming in, new relationships, new ideas, new things happening all the time. The tendency is just to, like, when you're tired or exhausted and you get some bad news or things didn't go your way, you can get angry and pissed off and just want to rebel or bomb the place or, you know, smack that person. And it's just like, really, don't react. Alternate nostril breathing is something that I teach. You inhale slowly through the one, exhale slowly through the other. 10 long, slow breaths. Whenever you're like getting really in a panic attack or really freaking out, do that alternate nostril breathing. Chill yourself out, relax yourself down. You can do it at a stoplight, you can do it at any time, but this is a time to just like stay calm in the storm. Know that it's a storm. And know that it's, Jupiter went retrograde, you're going back down in to get some more goodies. And it's gonna, it's gonna change for the better later on in the spring, or we could say in the fall if you're in the southern hemisphere, for those of you down under. Anyway, the mantra. Yeah, the mantra. Lada said that I'm turning into Father Goose with this one. Just calm down, said the spider to the fly. All that lives certainly will die. Peace will come within the more you know. Everything that comes will one day go. You know what I'm talking about. Just as the seasons change, lovers change, jobs change, families change, everything that comes goes. And the important thing about that is thing. Everything that comes goes. But the feelings, the emotions, the joy, the love that is shared, the connection, the union, the beauty contributes to memories and raises the vibration for a new future and better stuff to come in. So don't attach to the things, but feel the feelings and cherish the emotions and the joy and the love. And when the things go away, the beauty and the love is still there. So, yes, die and born die and born and all that, it goes on and on and on, but evolution happens through and is more of the eternal than the temporal. Yeah? So the spider. I like this one, man. Just calm down, said the spider to the fly. All that lives certainly will die. Peace will come within the more you know that everything that comes will one day go. Gotta go. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.